to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, we're going over the latest UFO videos just into Third Phase of Moon, and we've got some good ones for you. Guys, buckle up and take a look at this one. Something hovering over a neighborhood. What are we looking at? Is this some kind of blimp? Let's delve into this a little bit more. Brent's got some opinions here, but guys, I want to get your opinions right now in this live premiere. I was wondering if this could be possibly Starlink, but whatever we're looking at, it's perfectly stationary in the night sky. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, Blake, in my opinion, this thing's pretty static. The big question is this the phenomena? It's pretty amazing footage. I like what we're looking at. People were dropping some big F-bombs, so we had to cut down some of the language. But what we're looking at is pretty incredible. Now, the big question is, what is it? Could it be something perched up on a mountainside, and we're not seeing whatever supporting the structure? I'm not leaning towards that. I'm leaning for this being up in the sky. What we're looking at is actually hovering there, and I'm ruling out that this is CGI or any manipulation. This is a real deal, Blake.
Absolutely. The question is, again, something otherworldly or something in our assets. If this is some kind of otherworldly craft, why would they make themselves so known to the public with all these lights? But again, the people around the world, millions of them, say that UFOs, they have these lights, these plasmic orbs that surround it. In my opinion, this is one craft, and it seems quite large, and we're not getting any indications of sound. Again, we've got a lot of videos right here at Third Phase of Moon, so let's get to the next one right now. Broad daylight sighting. We're going to look at it a little closer right now. Again, I believe that this is 100% legitimate footage. What are we looking at? A pod-shaped craft in broad daylight. We see a lot of parallaxing going on. Again, non-manipulated footage. In my opinion, what we're looking at is a UFO. We're doing some enhancements. Again, we're trying to make out exactly what this is, but we don't see any kind of means of propulsion whatsoever. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, Blake, this one's pretty weird. See how it just hovers there, and it's not waving or bobbing in any way. It's remaining stationary. I'm not sure if this thing's moving or the parallax creating this motion that it creates the illusion of this object that's moving. But then again, this is unidentified. Like you said, Blake, we don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's something from another galaxy or a solar system. All I'm saying is this is in the sky. We don't know what it is, and it's very peculiar. I wonder, could it be one of ours? We just don't know. All I know is this is a pretty interesting footage right here, and we're glad sharing it with you right now at Third Phase of Moon.
Absolutely. Thumbs it up right now, everybody. Again, we've got a lot of UFOs on the table tonight in this episode, but again, we're trying to make out exactly what this is. I don't see anything that could be supporting this. It's not an insect or a bird, drone, again, a kite. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm wondering. Again, this is some really amazing stuff, and whoever captured this, we hope to get in touch with the person, because right now this is some of the good stuff in regards to the UFO phenomenon, no matter what you want to call it. And it's happening again right now. Arrow, the Congress, they're getting together in the next week to discuss the UFO UAP. Wouldn't it be nice if we saw some of the public's footage? I'd love the way this object just dips behind the mountainside at one point. Again, it's hard to tell if it's stationary or parallax, Brent?
Yeah, if Congress brought up any of this kind of material that we've been sharing over the years, it beat out what they did last year, which was a joke, a big nothing burger. April 19th, I'm predicting that it's going to be just as bad. They're not going to bring any evidence to the table. Man, Third Phase of Moon always comes up with something because we're the magnet for UFOs. The public, the people around the world know where to share their UFO videos, Blake. And again, this is a good one. We just don't know what it is. We want to know the phenomenon. Is it real?
It's real, and some people, again, might dismiss this as CGI, but in my opinion, this is legitimate UFO footage. Again, more UFOs. Let's get to it. Watch this. Something at night on a dirt road, something ominous hovering. Look at this. All right, we just lost sight of it as it passes over this person. Right now, some people are stating in the comments, and I've heard it quite a bit after watching this and sharing it with some friends of ours, asking what they think it is. And the Black Knight satellite comes to mind, but this isn't no satellite. This is like right there in front of this guy. Something stealth. It's dark. No means of propulsion whatsoever. Again, we're sharing you things that we have no answers to. We're not the experts here. We're the experts at bringing you the information as fast as possible. Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks like he's on a dirt road and he's inside of his car and he's got a good look at this thing. He pulled out the camera. Man, this is scary as heck. If you pulled over and saw something like this approach you, what would you do? This guy seems pretty stationary. Seems like he's got a lot of guts because he follows this thing all the way to the end as it passes over his car. This thing's incredible. We just don't know what it is. It's a phantasma, as what they call it, a phantom. This thing's, I don't see what's holding this thing up in the air, Blake. Do you?
Absolutely not. And the thing is, it's interesting because definitely see that I think he's shooting within his car. We see some kind of, an insect splatted on the car windshield, and this thing passes over. I'm going to look at this again a little closer, and I'm still trying to see what is the means of what this thing is and how it's moving forward, because the car it's remaining stationary, and what this thing is it almost looks, as some people might say, paranormal. And guys, do you believe in ghosts? Hopefully they exist. Let's put it that way. And then we could get some answers. This is some crazy footage. I'm not sure if this is something otherworldly, but some kind of maybe prank. But again, no CGI. What we're looking at is legitimate footage. Brent, quickly, we got another video right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say exactly, Blake. If you see it as it passes over the car, the hood of it, or the top of the car itself, you could see the still faintness of this a phantom. This is indeed real, Blake.
I'm reversing it right from where you stated that exactly, and you're exactly right. It's just hard to tell what's going on. Hopefully we could get some answers. But again, there is a phenomenon, in my opinion. What it is, it's hard to put the thumb on it. But right now, we got more UFO videos.
Right now,
I think the sky just broke.
What the happened with the sky?
It broke.
Why is New Mexico this obvious on our weather? You can either have a sunny day or a cloudy day. But why is it obvious, and what is going on, bro? This is weird.
All right, New Mexico. I had to bleep out some of the F-bombs, but once again, some weird weather. Look at this. Like you said, sunny one day, cloudy the other, but look at this straight line. This is such a amazing weather phenomenon. I've never seen it like cut apart the skyline like this. This one really stands out. We've received videos over the years that resemble this, but this one is quite incredible. Brent, weather manipulation or something just regular here.
You know, we've seen strange weather. Hard to tell what's causing it or how it's formed, but I'm more leaning that this is kind of a natural weather event, a phenomenon that partakes all over the planet. And this is just crisp, clear footage of that. And we love this kind of stuff because you don't see it every day. We love strange weather. And if you capture it, send it to us right here at Third Phase. Now we got something else coming up. Take a look at this.
Some fishermen out there noticed some kind of metallic sphere just hovering over there. We're doing some side-by-side comparison. The original to the left, and I think I blew this up at least 300% to get a little closer look. We're not seeing this thing really deviated. It seems pretty symmetrical, a perfect sphere. It's metallic in its nature, but why isn't it drifting? It's hovering perfectly there. Again, footage that comes into Third Phase Moon. We've got even more stuff coming up in this episode, but I want to get your thoughts. Broad daylight footage, do you guys dig this? Again, we want to see it in your thumbs up and your comments. This is the video that we're looking for. Broad daylight, we're trying to enhance it as best as we can, but it's hard to make out exactly what's going on. Brent.
Yeah, I wish the footage was a little longer and we could see where this thing went or where it came from. The clip's a little short, so all we're getting is a moment in time that we get to analyze. This is good stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love a good metallic sphere, if that's what it is, floating in the sky, but we don't know what it is, and that's a big question. Now we got something really amazing that happened on Mars. Check this out.
Nathalie Cabral, she's an astrophysicist. She's been studying Mars for about 20 years, and we wanted to confirm if this was real, and we certainly found out when we visited the Gigapan site. It's official, it's there, and look at as we get in closer and feast your eyes on this anomaly. She wasn't kidding. She's never seen anything like this before. Do you see these spikes? This doesn't seem natural. Is this some kind of mineral deposit and it creates this kind of natural rock formation? I haven't seen anything like this on Earth. They look like they're nails. Some people are speculating, right, Brent, that it's some kind of creature, a sea creature, Brent?
Who knows what we're looking at? It looks like a fossil. Some people might just say that. What I'm seeing is these points that are very symmetrical all across the body of this petrified rock, or just a rock on Mars. It's hard telling, but the astrobiologist was looking at this and they've never seen anything like it, and they're looking for more detailed microscopic looks of what this thing's going to produce, or what this thing really is. I'm just fascinated by looking at this because I've never seen anything like this on Third Phase Moon. Just here's a great close-up right there. Everybody in the chat, what's your opinion? This thing's wild.
It just doesn't make any sense. And again, this isn't Photoshop. This is from Gigapan, and we're receiving some really clear footage captured from the rover on Mars. And look at this. This definitely isn't some kind of glitch or a pixel issue with the image. There are definitely these spikes that are formed off the edge of this rock. Again, could this be natural in a sediment deposit? Maybe some kind of molten blast that it just solidified and hardened in this way. But again, it's very abnormal, as Natalia Cabral states, astrophysicist. She's a TED speaker. She said it just earlier this month that she hasn't seen anything like this in 20 years. So guys, I urge you to go to the Gigapan and discover for yourself. There's a lot more anomalies within that area. We just had time to share this one in regards to this recent discovery of this. But as you can see to the left, the other part just above the sand, it also has the same unique features, these rigid lines. This was incredible because when I first saw this, I thought this was some kind of Photoshop, and this can't be real because this is something like I've never seen before. So guys, is this proof of life on Mars, or is this again just something natural? Brent?
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. If anybody's ever skinned a fish or cut a fish open and then you see the scales on the inside, it kind of looks like that. It's pretty amazing. If there's any proof of organic life on Mars, this could be it. We're not saying this is smoking gun, but maybe when it's all said and done, there might be something to this whole story here.
It almost seems biological as well, but solidified, petrified, like a cactus. And these are just needles. Imagine if you were walking along and you're some kind of Mars explorer, and then you stepped on this. These are things that you want to find out, because that would, in my opinion, leave a major puncture. These things look razor sharp, but it's interesting that it's on the edge right there. And some people might speculate, again, after this, I think this is a micro focus photograph, because people were interested in this, and hopefully NASA gives us an exact explanation. I've seen some kind of this evidence via lava here on the Big Island as it cools down under extreme circumstances, wind and fire, and the lava could create these kind of ridges. But this is still pretty amazing stuff, guys. Again, there's a lot of stuff happening right here on Third Phase Moon. We've got coverage over there in DC in regards to the next Aero Congress meeting. Do you think they're going to show us something extraordinary, or is it going to be another nothing burger? Some people are speculating that there's some new things coming out, but I imagine where you're going to see the new stuff is right here at Third Phase of Moon. The footage from the public, you, the people, having their eyes on the skies, and my email is in the description. So if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us. Upload that video to YouTube, copy, paste it to my email. And again, UFO Endgame, our latest documentary, still breaking records, the top spots on Amazon and iTunes. UFO Endgame is available now. We've dropped the price so we can get it out to more people. It's happening right now. And let me tell you, with what's going on in the Congress and this recent hearing coming up in the next few days, you might want to do your homework and go take a look at UFO Endgame. Everybody, be safe. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent. We'll see you next time.
It's a mind-blowing situation. For the public, it's like, oh, a conspiracy theory, it's entertaining. But if you're actually in a responsible position and you find out that there's a whole secret government program that you don't know about, it's a shock.
This report comes from a shadowy Pentagon department that was shut down in 2012. The
disclosure movement has been hijacked by people parroting the narrative and the script being written by these black projects. I would say 90+% of everything that's going to come out is false.
The most widely seen UFO right now is not alien, it's actually ours.
It's a great cover story for all kinds of criminal activities. Blame it on the aliens, right?
If we are being visited by interdimensional beings, we should know about it.
This has the big disadvantage of the truth being much more unbelievable than the fiction.
It's the crash retrievals that are the Rosetta Stone for solving the UFO cover-up.
The implications of this is the difference between extinction level civilization versus one that's going to take off to the stars.